one of our problems with our Volkswagen Thing is, where do we put our Freedom 6 when we're out on a family cruise?
Alright, while this may not be an actual problem, we're going to show you how we solved it by installing the factory option rifle racks in our Thing.
So these upper mounts are pretty straightforward. We're just going to put them in place, and I got hardware from the hardware store. And that is all there is to the upper mount. One side of the upper mount is spring loaded, and the other side is solid. And originally I put the spring loaded side toward the seat, but with the seat up, there's less clearance on the seat side than there is on the outboard side. So I turned it around because I think it makes more sense to have the spring loaded section toward the outside of the car, so there's a little bit more room. Alright, so it's a bit crowded back here in the back seat because I got the driver's seat still in. But today we're finally going to try to drill the holes and hope that there are threaded inserts behind this panel. So Mike Basso from Thingparts sent me pictures of repair panels for this section that he has, and from the back I can see where those threaded inserts are on the repair panel. I'm hoping they're here on the actual car. I don't know how well it's going to show up on the camera, but right here I can see some weld spots where there's a bracket behind here. And then over here there's another bracket and there's more weld spots. And then up above it at an angle kind of matching the angle of this piece, there are weld spots here and weld spots here and weld spots here that would be holding the bracket that I think those threaded inserts are in. So I'm hoping, if I have figured this correctly, that this little mark right here and this little mark right here are actually the holes where those threaded inserts are behind. So I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to drill those out and we're going to see if there are threads back there. If there aren't, I'll just have some random holes in my car, which I'm not really thrilled about. So cross your fingers. Alright, so the good news is there appear to be threaded inserts back there. I can't really tell 100% sure what shape they're in at this point. Hopefully they're still usable. Alright, so the threads up here on the upper mount seem to be an M5. The threads in this are bigger, they are an M6, but this one especially, this upper one, the threads are not in very good shape just from sitting behind this panel for the last 47 years. So I'm going to carefully run a tap through it and hope I can clean up these threads so that they're usable. The lower mount of the rifle rack requires an angle bracket, and I couldn't find any original angle brackets for sale, so I made up some simple brackets out of 1.5" aluminum angle. It's eighth of an inch thick, and I just drilled it, and so this is what the lower bracket looks like, or the lower piece of the rifle rack looks like on my bracket, and then this will attach into the pre-threaded holes on the lower part of the car. This side should be faster since we know what's under there now. both sides in. Alright, so for the final piece, the original seat cushion went all the way from side to side, so to make it a little bit more sense, we got a new seat cushion made by Chip Knight at Fine Auto Trim here locally, who does great work. This looks excellent. The only problem is it looks better than the seat backs now, so I might have to take it down and have them redo the seat backs for me so they match. It's just a little bit narrower, so the rifle racks are now functional.